Hi, I'm Joanne Liu with DrillingContractor.org, reporting from the 2012 IADC World Drilling Conference in Barcelona. Joining me today is Charlie Williams, Executive Director of the Center for Offshore Safety, COS. Charlie, thank you so much for joining me today.
Well, thanks for the opportunity.
Great. So tell me about the COS and tell me how can a company become a member?
Okay, so the Center for Offshore Safety, COS, is a new industry organization, and the membership is for people that do operations in the deep water right now. But that includes anybody that does operations there. So it's drilling contractors, operators, manufacturers, service companies, and in fact other industry organizations. So for instance, IADC is a member, of Center for Offshore Safety. And the members, pay a membership fee like other industry organizations. But one of the important things to remember about Center for Offshore Safety is we're developing a lot of tools, and these tools are focused primarily on safety and environmental management systems or process safety. And so those tools are useful to anybody in the Gulf of Mexico. And so when we develop those tools, like the audit tools that we did, we set up a task group, and everybody that is an interested stakeholder can participate in that in developing those tools, and have participated there, even though they weren't, an official, member of the COS. And so it works in that regard, like a lot of other organizations that develop these kind of good practice documents.
And how do you become a member?
So, a member, you have to operate in the deep water, but regardless of what kind of company you are, and you pay a membership fee to join the Center for Offshore Safety, and that's what an official membership is.
So, as a panelist tomorrow for the License to Drill session, what does industry need to do to maintain that license to drill?
Well, the key thing is to regain the confidence and trust in our primary stakeholders, and the primary stakeholders are the government and the regulators and the public. And I think it's really important that people don't forget that the public is also a key person that gives us our license to operate, and regaining that trust and confidence is the key to moving forward.
So since the McCorndo incident, how has the role of standards, regulations, and industry organizations such as the COS evolved?
Well, there's really an increased demand right now for standards and good practices documents, because a lot of those get referenced or used in regulation, and so there's a real appetite for those documents. There's also the industry has really come together and worked together to really develop through different task groups and through these industry organizations, those kinds of products, and we've had to really work faster than we have before in our normal processes for developing those. And so I think this spirit of cooperation and this speed with which we've been able to develop these good practice kinds of documents is a big change.
And speaking of the cooperation, what can organizations like IADC do to enhance safety?
Well, I think that what I like to talk about, because the Center for Offshore Safety is really focused on safety and environmental management systems, but other organizations are, as well, like IADC, is I always talk about the sustainability, and we have talked a lot about sustainability in the past in the industry, and people think about it, about environmental things, but I also think about sustainability of safety. And one of the key things that does that is the way you do your management systems in your company that supports good safety and good safety culture. And so one of the things that all of us can focus on, and COS is entirely focused on, is developing management systems that continuously support safety in the way you manage change and in the way you make decisions. And it's also focused on developing a good safety culture through these good management systems and processes.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Charlie, for joining me today and telling me more about the COS.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining me here in Barcelona at the IADC World Drilling Conference.